You're over in Ireland, obviously the week that's in it, it's a perfect week. You're Paddy Power's GA ambassador, we've got Dublin Tyrone. Invariably, Dublin Tyrone, you've scored the best goal ever in this game. I mean,
many moons ago, glad to get it at the time. As I said, it seems that every time Tyrone play Dublin, it seems to hit social media.
Yeah.
An awful lot. Twitter and Facebook are gone mad at them. And don't get me wrong, the memories is brilliant. You can be remembered for something far less. But I remember them games were brilliant. You know, the amount of buzz that's created around the two counties. I would say there's fierce rivalry. From suppose 95 and right through, it's always been that Tyrone and Dublin thing.
Yeah.
But it's brought the buzz back through Tyrone football. Tyrone's won the 2 Ulster titles. I don't think there was much of a test there, to be honest. But getting back to down at the top table with the likes of Dublin, the Kerrys and Mayo.
Yeah.
You only seen yesterday there just how great a game that was. I still think this would be a brilliant game as well. So that's what it's all about, watching them games and bringing it on.
Well, Tyrone are very much back, part of the Big Four again, very much ensconced there. We have the commentary, so this is 05. Younger listeners, it's weird to say that, isn't it? But may not have seen it. I'm sure they have. What are we, 2017? Oh, maybe some mightn't at the time. So Tyrone have won in All-Ireland in 03, going for a second, which they'd ultimately get in 05. And Tyrone were trailing Dublin, and this was the magic moment which turned the tide in that game.
Owen Mulligan, options to his left, still Mulligan! Mulligan! What a goal! That is one of the great goals we've seen at Croke Park! Magic Mulligan!
You picked the ball out in the 45.
I did.
Because you're running away from your man, you have to come deep, get it into the breadbasket and turn. And I've heard you say it's all instinct at that point. You're just reacting to each situation.
The best it was, I actually watched the whole highlights of the game on Facebook there last week, and I never realised that Brian McGuigan blocked the ball first, and then he blocked the ball off Alan Brogan and hit it to Stevie O'Neill and then hit it to me. But I never realised that. You're just caught in the moment. I never realised that there. But as I said, I was going to be substituted because I remember looking over and I wasn't having the best of seasons.
No.
I was out in the team and wasn't starting, wasn't that, and I hadn't that best game against Dublin the first day, or the against Monaghan the first day out.
Yeah.
So I needed to do something, and Peter Ganneman tells a story that he actually said to Mickey, keep me on for an hour, 10 minutes to see how we go, because we were interacting in 2003, really well. So
he was on the sideline, he was coming on.
Yeah.
Mickey was saying, I'm thinking of taking Mulligan off.
Yeah.
Cannon said, well, look, we link up well, leave him on till I go on.
That's how the story goes, and he said that to me plenty of times. So as I said, I needed to do something. I've used that dummy in underage and minor level and different club games that never really come out in county. The odd maybe drop of the shoulder, but not that dummy. And
we're talking about the fake fist pass.
Yeah. It seemed to kind of half work the first time, but the second time it kind of worked better.
It was definitely bought the second time.
Yeah, young Casey bought it, but look,
Casey went diving way out that way to try and block it.
Look, the man, I think it was Enda McGinley running beside me, so I could have slipped it to him, but I says no, I'll try it, and look, people were saying it was a great finish, great. I just put the head down and blasted it.
It's probably the right thing to do in that case, because you were being closed down. Looking back on it, there was no obvious corner to go to. There was no brilliant angle for you, so maybe smash it.
No, look, I smashed it. Look, and like a goalkeeper's reaction is usually dive left or right. So, I suppose Cluxton was the best keeper, still is the best keeper for me about the place. So it was probably an extra bonus to beat him.
Yeah. What's that moment like then?
Do you know what? It was a relief to get back into the game. I remember thinking, right, that's us ready to go. That's us ready to rock. We're back in the game. But I remember the crowd that day. I remember the both fans. It was like the roof was coming off, and it was a massive weight off my shoulders because, as I said, I was really, really bad all year, and I just says, right, this is maybe give me the kickstart to push on this season, and maybe the wee bit of bolt of confidence you need, like, as a forward.
Why were you bad that year?
I remember pulling a hamstring early in the league against Laois, I think it was.
Right.
And I was finding it hard maybe to get momentum, and wasn't playing well, and there was all our forwards coming in and set up and playing better than me, and Mickey being ruthless that he was. It didn't matter if you were playing well in 2003 or 2004. If you weren't doing the goods, and if you weren't doing the goods for the team, you weren't going to be starting. So I think he kept faith in me after the Monaghan games, because he took me off in the Monaghan game. So he did, and I said, right, that's just blew my chances for the Dublin game.
Yeah.
But he called me over to the training. He says, I'm going to throw you in this Dublin game. So I kind of think he maybe says, right, you owe me one here. So to repay him with a faith and repay the team, for keeping faith in me was brilliant.
The really interesting thing is You're man of the moment there, really, because you've scored this amazing goal, and you get the hell out of Croke Park, get up the road to Tyrone ahead of the team. You don't go out with the team that night.
No, I didn't, because look, I always kind of did that. I always kind of slipped off.
Oh, did you?
I didn't really like the whole media thing. I didn't really like the hype, and journalists wasn't looking for me when I wasn't playing well. So, you know, I didn't really think the extent of the goal was that big a deal. And that's the God's honest truth. I didn't think till I got into my local bar, took a pint, and everybody's come over and shaking my hand. Then the media was come over, and then Hart come over to me on the Tuesday and says, you know, where are we at?
And did you? Well, I'll pick up on the Hart thing on Tuesday night. When you go up to your local on the Sunday night, I presume the Sunday game's on that evening, is it?
Yeah.
So are you sitting in the local watching
Sitting
the goal?
and watching the local in the sun, you know, watching the Sunday game in the local, and just, you know, then it kind of hit me right. I've done
Does the pub erupt? They all know you're there.
Yeah, I've did something special, and you know, sometimes people are asking me, well, how did you do that? I can't explain that. It's just, you know, it's either in you or it's not. And as I said, it was probably a lot of pressure because I knew I was coming off. So I says, right, you could put it over the bar, or you could do something like that. And I says, no, I'll need to go for something here.
When you see it in the pub, and presumably everyone goes, you.
Yeah.
Do you see it and think, oh, actually, that's an amazing goal?
I would never think that. No, I would never think that. I still don't think that. It's great to be remembered for that.
Do you think it's an overrated goal? I mean, like, did you watch it that night and think, yeah, it's good, but everyone's getting a bit excited.
Anybody that knows me knows I'm not into individual accolades. I've always been a team player. I've always been that, and that's what I thought. It's just we were 3 points down, and it was better to get a goal for the team than not myself. So I could have passed it on. All right, it was maybe a wee bit greedy of myself not to pass it on, but it's either that or been took off. So you know, I was glad to get it.
Yeah.